have created the company. So company em cheppanu nenu, like the last time I said, company is like, consider Reliance. So Reliance will be the company and sub companies will be the company codes. Okay, like uh, Sunita uh, Sunita ABC company, and under Sunita ABC company there can be Sunita Industries, Sunita Enterprises, Sunita uh, Chemical Technologies, something like that. Then those will be configured in this node, edit, copy, delete, check company code node. So I am clicking on this. So here you can copy from an existing company code, or can edit from an existing edit an existing company code. Okay, now Sunita is creating for the first time, so I'll click on new entry, and here I'll give the company code same like the company. It is up to you whether you want to give the same code or different code. Okay, Sunita ABC company, city is Hyderabad, country is India, currency INR, language is IN. Okay, fine. So it says an entry already exists with the same key. Let's see if there is an entry already existing with the same key. Somebody has already created the 4001. See, you are group of companies. So that's why we got an error. What I'll do, I'll just delete this. So it throws us some error because this company code is already used for some data. Since the data is already there in the system, we cannot delete it because it's used. So now I have to create a separate company code. So we'll use 4002 and 4003.
Sai, previously you have created company, right? Just a company.
Company. It's a higher level of uh, hierarchy, like Reliance.
Okay.
So company is Reliance. Under company Reliance, there are two different sets of enterprises. One is Reliance Trends, one is Reliance Fresh, like that. Okay.
Yeah. So we will call it as a subdivisions, subcategories. We will call it as a company codes, right?
Correct. But generally, this company will be only created once. Like for the first time, when client gives us the implementation project, only then we'll create the company. Rest all the times under the same company, we'll create the subcategories, the entities, what we call in SAP terminology, the other company codes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm saving it.
Okay.
So here it has populated another window where you can input the company details. These details will be used in your legal forms. So every year end, our company gives us form 16, right? On form 16 we'll have the employer details, like uh, Allied or ADP company details and their addresses and all. So those will be fetched from this table. So here it is mandatory to maintain those table, since for each country the legal forms will make use of this data. Okay, clicked on save. So it's again asking me for the transport, whether you want to save these changes in this particular transport. I'm clicking yes. Done. So 4002 company code is created. Ganesh, do you have any queries on this?
సార్ మనం ఏది క్రియేట్ చేసినా ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ కోడ్ వస్తుందా దీంట్లో?
అయితే so there are some, we call them as objects. Okay, so there are some objects which may require transport. There are some objects which may not require transports. So it is completely dependent on the object that we are going to create. So if let's say during creation, if the transport has not populated, that means you have to create that object separately in quality system again and production system again.
Okay.
We call them as non-transportable objects.
Transport.
Okay, so every time you must be very alert. Whenever you click on save, see if that populates that transport populates.
Transport code.
Yeah, if not, then that may be non-transportable object. You might be thinking, okay, I moved the transport and it should move, but it won't happen, and later client will escalate saying that you have not made the proper changes. Clear? Okay, now we have this 4002 company code created. Now let's say if you want to change something, okay, what we can do, you can double click on that and add here. So directly go Hyderabad and something like that. So for the first time, if you are in the same table, the transport is populated. Okay, now I'm just going back, unselecting this and creating a new entry, 4003 Sunita ABCD company. Same India, city, we'll keep it as Bangalore, currency INR, EN. Now I entered the data and clicked on save. Save. Again here it is asking me the details to enter against that company code. Sunita ABCD company code. Now Lakshmi, is there any mandatory field in this table?
Yes, it's a country.
Yes, correct. So you can see this icon,
Postal
the
code.
country. So you have to fill it. Unless you fill it, system will not allow you to save. Let me check if system allows me to save without filling this entry. See, fill in all
Sir,
required entries.
postal code.
Ganesh, you were saying something?
Postal code is necessary or not?
Which one? Postal code. See, basically we
Yeah.
should input, but according to the system, it is not mandate. Only when you see this icon, only then you will know that it's a mandatory field. When you give this field,
Okay.
system will allow you to save the entry. See,
Okay.
now system allowed you and it says data was saved. Now if you observe, the transport has not popped up. What does that mean? Is it a non-transportable?
Previously, whatever we have saved, so it will be moved along with this transaction.
Correct. So the transport will be active unless you exit the table. So if you go out of this table, only then it will again, the pop-up will again happen, or else automatically the changes that you are doing in this same table will get stored in the transport by default. Let us check if it is stored or not. Okay, so how can I know the table name of this configuration? Is by simply clicking on print. Print, you can see v_t001. Let's see in our transport if this is there or not. So this is our transport company code description that we gave. Here you can see the IMG activity. That means in this node we have created. So I have going there and seeing if there is this table v_t001. You can see v_t001. Then you might ask me, what are these two other entries that I could see here? These are related to the address or the additional pop-up that where we filled the data, these entries. So these are this table's address and address 4.6. Okay, so even on your pay slips you might have seen the company name and company address. Even those on your pay slip will be fetched from this particular table. So if this table does not have correct data on your pay slips, it may not be correct. Okay,
So here means that if clients ask us to change the address in payslip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we have to come and edit, right?
Correct. Basically, that is how payslips will be configured, but that is not mandate. Some clients or some companies, what they will do, they will say that they want a different description, even though on the forms the company code is correct. Okay, so you can't come here and change the company name because the other forms will also get affected. In that
Okay.
case, there is a team who will create another table where you can maintain the company description what you want to display on payslip, and they will change the configuration of payslip such that it picks the data from that particular table, not from this table.
Okay, got it, sir.
So whenever you are making changes, you must remember that this may impact many cases. You might think that only the payslip will get affected, but no, there is also additional thing, the legal forms where this data is being used. So even those forms will get affected. So please keep that in mind while making any changes. Okay. So identifying that this field will impact so and so form or so and so payslip is what will make you a good consultant. Okay, now we have created the uh, company code as well. Now we have, as I said, uh, Sunita Textiles is company code 4002. Sunita Industries. Industries is company code 4003. As I said, both has locations in Hyderabad and Bangalore. Now we have to create the locations. Okay. Now where can we create that locations is in this node human resource management. So what I'm doing, I'm minimizing this node in definition node. Okay, so now financial accounting, when I click on this node, it expanded. When I again click on that, it collapses. Okay, now under definition node, we are going into human resource management node, and the locations generally can be called as personal areas or personal sub areas. So it is up to you to decide whether location to be assigned as personal area or personal sub area. Like let's say you can take directly this as your personal area. Personal area.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Due to some person reason, I'm just quitting this class. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Please excuse me.
Okay.
Sure.
Fine. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So it's up to you whether you want to decide whether the company code itself is your personal area and Hyderabad and Bangalore are your personal sub areas. If there is only one location in Hyderabad, you can go with this approach. Let's say if there are two locations in your Hyderabad, like LB Nagar and Gachibowli, then what we can do, we have to configure Hyderabad as a personal area and LB Nagar and Gachibowli as personal sub areas. Is it clear, Ganesh, here?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So it is up to you to decide what should be your personal area and what should be your personal sub area. If there are no further locations down below the Hyderabad, then you can directly configure Hyderabad as a personal sub area and the in company code as a personal area. So now we are going to create personal areas Hyderabad. Let me take you there. So under human resource management, there is personal areas. I'm clicking on that. So here I click on personal area. So I'll check if there is any code with 4002. None. So I'll click on new entry 4002. Sunita ABC. Hyderabad. Okay. Okay. Now here I'm giving the address of person area Hyderabad. Postal code. Hyderabad. Street address. Region. Region. Let's see if there are any regions in India. So region is the state Telangana. Country code again. It's asking me. So there are no country codes and city code. City code there are none, or there are they? None. Okay, fine. Then we'll save it. Okay. Then even for personal areas, there is address table that is required. So I'll fill it as blank. Sunisa ABC Hyderabad. And then country code I'll give and clicked on enter. So it's asking me to save. So I saved. Okay. So now I'll also create 4003 Bangalore branch. So now I'll select this record and use copy as. Sunita, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I.
Okay, now I'm changing the description of this because I'm using copy as Bangalore. I'll give another address. So region, I should select Karnataka. Let's see where is Karnataka. It's here. So now saving enter because we have already created 4002 enter 4003 and here I am changing the description and clicked on OK. So now entry is copied. It says 1 because I've used 4002 selected it and then copied. So entries copied is 1 and then I'm control S saving the record. Then you got two personal areas created, one in Hyderabad and another one is Bangalore. Both has code. Hyderabad code is 4002 and Bangalore code is 4003. Now I'm coming back. So now I'm closing this window and now we have to create the personal sub areas. Now here we have create personal sub areas. So double clicking on that record. So it will ask you under which personal area you want to create the sub area. So now in Hyderabad we have LB Nagar and Gachibowli. So under Hyderabad we have to create LB Nagar and Gachibowli. So Hyderabad code is 4002. So I entered 4002 and clicking on continue. So here we must create the personal sub areas. So here I'll give something like this. Will be Nagar 4012 Gachibowli. Okay, and then I'm clicking on save. It will ask you again the transport because this is a different table again. Now it's done. So we have created company code, personal area and personal sub area. Any doubts till now, Ganapati?
No, Sai. Thank you.
Okay. Sunita and Ganesh?
No, sir.
Okay. So assuming
Not much,
that there is only one sub area under Bangalore, I am creating one under Bangalore. Can someone tell me any place name in Bangalore?
Marthahalli.
Marthahalli. This is code. Okay. So I am assigning 4013 Marthahalli. Okay, and saving the record. So under Bangalore we have Matahali. Okay, this code is 4002 4012 11 4012 4013. So now we have created the company codes, and then personal areas and personal sub areas. But did we link this personal area against this company code? Did we link this personal area under this company code? No, right? So we have to link them. So how can we do that? Now we have defined the company code, company, person area, sub area. Now where can we link them is, so we'll minimize the definition node. We'll go to assignment node because we are assigning company code to company, personal area to company code. So now I click on financial accounting. Here you can see assign company code to company. So on this I'll click, and then here what was our company? 4001, 4002, what was that? Our company codes, where are they? What was the company codes that we gave?
4011, 4012, 4013.
Company codes.
Yes, company code 4001.
4002, 4003. Okay. So 4002 and 4003. Okay. So here I'll
What
check
is the
if there is. Pardon?
What could be the purpose of linking the company codes?
So now you have created Reliance Trends and Reliance Digital and Reliance Fresh. Now let's say client asks you, what is my main company? So how can you say what is your main company? Unless it is linked, you can't say that it belongs to Reliance, right?
Okay.
So we can't go by description. Description can be your name or my name as well.
Mm-mm.
So it always goes
Okay.
by codes. Okay. So now I am trying to assign it under company Sunita ABC. Okay. 4001. Okay. Now these company codes are assigned under company 4001, which is of Sunita's. Okay. So I'm saving Control S and then on this icon. So now company codes are linked to company. Now we have already personal sub areas linked to personal areas, but the personal area is not linked yet to the company code, right? So we'll go to this human resource management and oh sorry, not in definition but in assignment. Okay, here we have assignment of personal area to company code. So now we'll click on this assignment. If you see, let's check our personal areas. 4000, 4002, 4002 and 4003. Okay, so here it is mandatory field, that is the reason why it has that icon. Now we have company code 4002. So I'm assigning 4002 to 4002, and then here, as this company belongs to India and should only be used in payroll processing of India, you have to assign the Molga codes that I have shown you earlier here. So for India, the
40.
Molga code is 40. So here I need to enter the 40. Okay. So here you can see Molga 40. Then I'm clicking enter. Now it come to the second record. So 4003 will be assigned against this 4003 Bangalore company. So here I'll enter 40 again because this is Indian company. Then I'll click on save. Done. So now we have a clear link established between company, then to company code, then to personal area, and then to personal sub areas. Is it clear till this point, or if there is any confusion in any of these configurations, I can show you again. Definition is where you will create the definitions of those companies and company code and personal area and sub area. Assignment is where you will link them. Ganesh, any doubt?
No, sir.
Ganapati, Sunita?
I'm good, Sai. Thank you.
Sir, it was like a pillar to pillar attachment. Like,
Correct, correct.
is that
So
right?
first we have created those pillars separately and then we are linking them.
Okay.
Definition is where we
Okay.
have created. Assignment is where we are linking them.
Okay.
Clear? It is not hard. You don't have to by heart that. It's very clear. And we are creating actually enterprise related details. So in SPRO, you must go to enterprise structure and we are yet to create. So we have to go to definition. So in definition, you know, company in company codes that you have to create. And then once they are created, come to this human resource management. And here you can create the personal areas and personal sub areas. And once they are done, we have to link them. So where we can link them is in this assignment section. We'll come to here,
Assignment.
we'll link company code to company, and then under assignment human resource management, we'll link personal area to company code. So clear establishment is done. Okay, Sunita, any queries?
Not much, Sai. As of now, it's okay.
Okay,
But we
so now what I'll do, we have saved them in our transport, right? So we have to check if those are included in this transport or not. Earlier we were seeing these two tables. Now there is this refresh icon at the top. Okay, I'll click on that. See, now all those things that we done are saved into this transport. Clear? So if you want to check the tables, you can go here and check the tables. You'll get those table details. Okay. So what will happen is once you start creating and using these tables, you will remember those tables by default. You don't have to by heart them. You will automatically remember them, the table details. So that comes with the practice. So there is an option where you can go and check the details directly in tables by not going to the SPRO path. So how can I check? I'll give you an example. So I'm copying this table here, v underscore T880. So transaction code to see the tables is SM30. So Ganesh, make a note of this. SM30 is a transaction code which can be used to directly view the tables. Okay, so this is how the screen look like. Here we have to enter the table T880, and when I click on display, see it shows you that table. So we no longer have to go to SPRO path and go into all these things. We can go to SM30 transaction, enter the table, and here you can directly maintain. So here we are in display mode because I clicked on display. So if we have to maintain, you can go here directly into maintain and can enter fresh records. Clear? So there are two ways. One is through SPRO and the other is directly through the tables if you know the table code. Clear, Ganesh?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Sunita?
Yes, Sai.
Okay. So today I don't want to overload your brains. I'll stop here. If there are any queries, I'll give you a minute. You can check your notes and ask me. Ganapati, is there anything that you want to ask?
Nothing, Sai.
Okay. I'll give 2 minutes to both Sunita and Ganesh so that they can check their notes and ask if there is anything that they didn't understand.
So these personal areas and personal codes are mandatory for every organization inside.
Yes, because see, there can only be one location. So in that case, we can give only one code, but it is mandatory since the SAP can only identify the location based on either person area or sub area. Okay, so that is the reason why we gave code for each company code, person area, and sub areas.
సార్ ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్ లో ఒకసారి ఆప్షన్స్ టైప్ గురించి చెప్పరా ఒకసారి?
ఆప్షన్స్ టైప్ గురించా PA30లోనా?
యా,
ఓకే, అంటే ఇవాళ జరిగిన క్లాస్ అంటున్నారా?
ఇవాళ జరిగింది
Absence
ప్రీవియస్.
types.
Yes.
So 2001 is the info type for absence types. Okay.
Yes.
సో యాబ్సెన్సెస్లో ఉన్నాము, ఆల్లోకి వస్తున్నాము. ఓవర్వ్యూ కొడుతున్నాను ఎందుకంటే మల్టిపుల్ రికార్డ్స్ ఉంటే చూడడానికి. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ మనకి యాబ్సెన్స్ ఉంది. ఓకే, సో సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని ఎడిట్ మోడ్లోకి వెళ్తున్నాను జస్ట్ మీకు చూపించడానికి. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ చూస్తే ఎంప్లాయీ 2nd నుంచి 13th వరకు యాబ్సెన్స్ అప్లై చేశారు. ఓకే, సో ఎన్ అవర్స్ యాబ్సెన్స్ అప్లై చేశాడు అనేది ఇక్కడ కనబడుతుంది. సో ఇది ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది అంటే ఎంప్లాయీ వర్క్ షెడ్యూల్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దాని నుంచి వస్తుంది. సో ఈ డేట్ నుంచి ఈ డేట్ ఎంప్లాయీ వర్క్ షెడ్యూల్ ఎలా ఉంది చూడాలి. సో విల్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ పర్సనల్ వర్క్ షెడ్యూల్. హియర్ విల్ గివ్ ది డేట్స్ సేమ్ యాజ్ దిస్ డేట్స్ అండ్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఓకే. సో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ each day employee is working for 7.2 hours. So how many days are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 10 multiplied by 7.2 is 72 hours, right? So 72 hours and 10 working days absence, 12 calendar days apply చేశాడు.
Okay.
Okay, right. Is there anything that you want to ask? If I want to delete this absence, I'll select this record, click on delete. So I'm clicking
So
on
what
delete
is
again.
calendar days?
Calendar days is nothing but total days. So not just working
Okay.
days, even it is off day.
Okay.
Calendar days is nothing but your calendar. So let's say 1 to 16th. So it's 16 days, right? So that's what.
It includes holidays as
It includes the holidays as well. That is the difference.
and
Clear?
సాయి అక్కడ
two
ఆప్షన్ టైప్ 100 అని పెట్టారు కదా, ఏంటి అది
Mhm.
ఆప్షన్? అది ఏమైనా కోడా?
Code.
కోడ్?
Yes, this is code. This just like our personal area code, personal sub area code, or company codes code, there is also a code that will be assigned against the absence type that we are going to configure. So
ఓకే,
let's say on your portal, if you are applying leave without leave W quota D, then in SAP it will be stored against this absence code 0100.
ఓకే.
can be called as subtype.
Subtype is this which will have different types of absences. So see, there are different types of absences: sick leave, maternity leave, education leave, health cure leave. So all these are subtypes. Leave
the
is
one-
pardon?
Just if you go to previous screen,
Okay,
this absence 0100 is captured from the subtype only, right?
correct, correct,
Yeah. So that is subtype then.
correct, subtype. So if let's say you want to create another leave, so there is a doctor appointment against which you want to create a leave. So I'll try to create a leave. Select the date range. So let's assume today you have an appointment with doctor. So I've entered the dates and clicked on enter. It says error when accessing public holiday calendar on this date, but it still shows green. So as long as it shows green, there is no issue. There is some error in the backend, but it still allows you save the record. But now here it went into red. So it means that the system will not accept due to some reason. That reason you will only get to know when you completely know about the system. What is the public holiday calendar? So how can you configure the absence? What can go wrong with the absence? Once you know all the details, then you will understand this error. Okay.
Sir, one question.
Yeah.
ఈ కోడ్స్ అన్ని సిస్టమ్ జనరేటెడ్ మనమే యాడ్ చేయాలా ఆప్షన్స్ టైప్
ఇవన్నీ కోడ్స్ అన్ని మనమే క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. జస్ట్ లైక్ వీ డిడ్ విత్ పర్సన్ ఏరియా అండ్ సబ్ ఏరియా, we have to do for everything. Every object that you see will have code assigned in the backend.
ఓకే సార్ ఓకే
Okay.
And absences is the leaves already applied, right? And quota is the leaves which we are eligible.
Correct. Clear. Correct.
So what if absences? I mean, my question would be like if we go on a planned leave, we will before and go. What happens to the leaves which are applied after resuming to work?
Could you please repeat it again?
For planned leaves, we will apply and go.
Correct.
So the absences capture our data.
Correct.
If this month's salary is paid and the employee is on a loss of pay kind of thing next month, when he quota shows the leaves are not there. He doesn't have any leaves. So will the salary be cut and deducted from the next month pay? How would it be?
Right. That's a good question. That's actually a very advanced concept, I would say. See, let's say if somebody has not applied absence, so you have been paid full total salary this month, and in the next month your manager said that, okay dude, you have missed some absence to be applied, so go ahead and now apply. So you have applied for those dates for the earlier month. So what happens is, when the payroll gets executed, system by default calculates what was overpaid because you have applied LWOP, right? So you were supposed to be not paid for those days, but you were paid already. So system calculates the amount which must be recovered from you, and on pay slip it will reduce from your net earnings. Okay. So by default system knows till when it must go back and reprocess and make adjustments in your net.
Yeah, adjustments. Okay.
So how does the system knows that, okay, Sunita has applied leave dating back to September, is something where there is an info type which will have that information. Like whenever you make data changes for the previous months, the date will get updated in that info type, and payroll will pick that info type and knows from where it should recalculate according to the data that was changed. Okay. So I'll explain that info type when it is the right time. For now I'm not showing that info type because you'll get more confused if I started showing you the advanced concepts.
Okay. So for now, quotas are eligibility and absences are applied leaves.
Correct. So you can see the absences applied against your quota as well. Let me see if this employee has done that. So here you can see in this record the quota number is 30 and deduction is 15. That means out of 30, 15 hours is already utilized. Okay. So the rest remaining you have 30 minus 15 hours. Okay, let me see on what dates this quota was used. So here you can see quota number. Yes, Sunita.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Is there anything that you wanted to ask?
No, just in the previous page, there are so many rows showing 30. Yeah, this one.
Correct.
Why there are so many?
It
There was
means
much.
that so there is a quota type which will get renewed every year. Like consider your PLs. How many PLs will you get in a year?
15.
15. So assume that you'll get 15 again here. So for 2002 it's 15, and for 2004 again 15, 2005 15 fresh records.
Oh, there is no 2003 here.
That might be because of due to some configuration mistake or due to some data issue, but that is how system will work. Okay, so this deduction will indicate, okay, this quota belongs to this year, and you can apply leave against this number only during this duration. So you have quota for year 2004, let's assume. So if you want to use this quota, the leave date should be within these dates. If the leave date is outside this, consider in 2005, the quota will reduce from this record, not from this record. Okay.
Okay.
So don't think too much about these fields for now. You will get a clear understanding whenever we are configuring this info type 2006, the quotas.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Ganesh, any questions?
No, sir. As of now, fine.
Okay, then I'll stop it here. Sunita and Ganesh, I am saying this once again. What you must do is you must practice, and only then you will learn. Simply listening won't do. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you'll practice and get back to me with some questions. I would be happy if you ask me as many questions as possible.
Okay, sir.
Sai, for now, I don't have my laptop with me now. I'll get it
Okay.
on Monday. So
Okay.
I'll download the link you have given and get the access.
Okay. Meanwhile, I would suggest you to download the videos that I share with you and go through them once again, so that you will get a clear understanding on what was discussed, and you will get a clear understanding on those topics.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. Guys, tomorrow we don't have a session because I'll take leave on every Sunday. On that day, you can use your own time to practice and get back to me with as many questions as possible about the topics that we discussed during that particular week.
Sure, sir.
Okay then. Thank you all for attending. Hope tomorrow we'll get complete. I mean, in the next session on Monday, we'll get a complete attendance. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Sai. Have a nice
Bye,
day.
sir.
Bye, everyone.